Welcome to Vintage Coin Op Restorations and one of our latest projects. Here we have a war-themed 1935 Rockola TNT. 10 balls for 5 cents. And obviously you see, if you can get 14,100 points to 16,000, you get 2 free games. But that's not what you're playing for. You're playing for money. 2 free games would be basically 10 cents you would win. So that's what we're trying to do. And you'd be adding up your points as you play your game. And as long as you are not tilted, the clerk would pay you out your money. Let's do a quick walk around the machine. This is one that you usually don't see too often. Enough that we had a problem of actually trying to find out what color is the actual machine. In fact, when we got this machine, it had World Series legs and a World Series apron. So we had that light metallic green mint color wood. And for a while, that's what I thought it was. But doing a little more research and with the help of some pre-war pin group people, we came down to almost exact color matches, which is a silver metallic, which would be totally what Rockola would have done, because Army Navy is also a brown metallic. The World Series is green, and here we have a silver metallic. And let's kind of do a quick close look up to it. Hard to see it in this camera, but it's got a slight sheen to it. Now the apron around the play field and the legs are a gray. And again, the gray is almost an exact match, just because we were able to find a machine that literally had some of the gray overspray on the bottom of this particular apron. So that's where we picked up that gray from. So let's do a quick walk around here. Now the cord you see sitting out of here is a quick connect. And what you're going to is you are charging a battery. We did try to electrify this several times with different transformers, but we needed some power. The amperage of a 6-volt battery was more amperage than I could get on a pinball transformer of just about, I tried about 5 or 6 of them. So inside here we have a Duracell 6-volt commercial battery that it'll stay charged for a long time and very strong. But we've been playing the heck out of it, so we are now charging it up right now. But let's take a look at the play field. Colors are extremely vibrant. We did some touch up on it, but nothing that your eyes are going to catch. We didn't want to go too crazy on here. We wanted to keep it as original as possible, because it is probably one of the nicest TNT play fields I've ever seen. All the metal you see has been replated. So what are we doing here? Obviously, we want to score at least 21,000 points so we can get 20 free games. So 20 times 5 would be our payout. A lot of people also ask whether or not this played with marbles or steel pinballs. It could have played with steel pinballs, but I could just see the play field being torn up just from the old all pinballs are metal, so it would be like rolling a bottle of sandpaper all over this play field. And if you look closely, this play field is flawless. So I almost positive that this had to have marbles in there. And from the other ones I've seen, they've also had marbles, but I also have seen people play with pinballs in here too. It uses a 3/4 inch pinball, and you have two side kick out holes, left and right. And then you have a forward advance up on top, and you have your little cannons over here under the TNT. So as you're playing the game, you have two goals. You can nudge the ball while you're playing to come down and try to get into the TNT so you can go forward straight, and most of the time it goes straight right into your forward advance. And forward advance will activate the two side kickers. If there's not a ball inside there, it will not advance anything. So if you had a ball in one pocket, it would automatically send the ball, it would kick it over, it would come to the net, especially like here. What you want it to do is come all the way down here to get 2,500 points. So right now, this would be a great scenario because you would get a ball to come in here, if you can get one there. Then your next one, you try to get a forward advance. So it would kick this ball forward, bring it around, and drop here. The next time you get a forward advance, that ball would kick around, come around, and it would come to 2,500. If you did it a third time, that ball would come around and it would not go into 2,500, but it would fall into 3,000. That is the most you can score in this game. So you're gonna try to control how hard you hit the ball, especially as you come around the corner here. Hit it gently so you can stay around this area and concentrate on one avenue to get your points all the way down here. If you spread them on both sides, it's just going to take you longer, and you only got 10 balls. So most likely it won't happen to get your, let's call it 21,000 points. So if you do get it in the center, like I said, it likes to go most of the time into a forward advance. If it doesn't, you'll see that this one over here will shoot up the play field and go to the right. And where would it go? It kind of stops it by these pins and comes back down, and it'll land in that 500 hole. Or the other side will shoot to the other 500 hole, which is not bad because if you get them in the 500 hole, it's kind of in a holding pattern there. Because if you were to get a forward advance, boom, your ball would go forward. But let's say you get one ball in a 500 and you get the other one could come around and hit into this other 500. If you have two balls in each one, if you have one ball in each one of those side kickouts, it automatically will jump and give you a forward advance. So there's two ways to get a forward advance. Getting two balls at the same time, or not at the same time, but two balls in there on the kickouts or through the forward advance all the way at the top there. As you can see, we are missing two things on this machine. We're missing our Rockola emblem. That will be right up above the key door. And inside, I am waiting for my coin box. Let's do a close look up at this machine. Absolutely beautiful. Though some people may not prefer the machine to be like this because it probably never looked like this even when it was made. But it's like a piece of jewelry right now. Well, enough talking about this machine. Let's start to play a game. Well, here we go. Here's your nickel, and I would prefer always a buffalo head nickel so you don't jam the coin mechanism. So you're going to push in and you're going to see all these balls release. And you can almost visually see them going into the little hopper. As you release, it closes up the holes. So like I said, what we want to do is try to be gentle and bring that pin all the way to the top. So I'm going to advance the ball by using the bottom plunger. Here we have it. we go. First, 500. Okay. That's our next one. All right, we're bringing this one down. Where are we going? 1,000. Good. There we go. We're going right down the middle. All right, you'll see it go around, stop at 1,000. Let's see if we can get ourselves forward advance. Whoa. There we go. Come on. Not quite. All right, we're doing good right now. We give it a little nudge. Here's our tilt mechanism. She's just sitting on the edge there. Here we go. Oh, this is good. There you go. Did you see that? What happened is we had one ball inside there, and now I'm loaded on my left side. We got one at 1,000, so this is good. Let's keep on rolling here. Oh, there we go. We didn't have anything inside there, so nothing for no advance. All right, we got one in the hopper. I want to see if I can get this. I don't know how many balls we played yet, but I think it's getting close to the end here. Let's see if we can get one. Little shake. Come on. Come on. There we go. There it is. There we go. We're bringing that to 2,500. Excellent. We still got another one in here. All right. All right, that might be, oh, we got one more. 10 balls. I think that's it, guys. Well, there you have it. What you would do is add up your points. I am not good at that, but I'm going to try to guess what I have here. At 25, 5, that's 3,000, 4,000, 5, 6, 75. That's 8,000. 9,000, 10,500. We'll make that 10,500, 11, 12, 13, 14,000 is what we got. And at 14,000, oh my God, 14,100 points we needed. So good old Rockola, they did that purposely. You won zero, nothing. And of course, no gambling permitted on this machine for amusement only. Yeah, right. Here you have it. Rockola's TNT, 1935. If you have one for sale or you need one restored, please reach out to us. We're located in Chicago, Illinois. Our phone number is area code 630-624-7466. Thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe to my channel so you can see all the new machines coming to the warehouse. Thanks for watching.